Hey everyone, how's it going? It is Ross, and today I'm going to be bringing you 3 rules of what you should know when interacting with seeing eye dogs. And so for those who don't know what a seeing eye dog is, and who maybe are stumbling upon my channel, I am blind, and seeing eye dogs are dogs that are trained specifically for blind people, and they're trained to guide them around obstacles and lead them to places. And so that being said, let's get to the list. The first one on the list, I forgot to mention, I'm ranking these from, I guess, like least important to most important. So I'm going to start with number 3. And number 3 would be making sure to ask before you pet a seeing eye dog. Like Dixie, I don't know if you see her, but she's on my bed. I'm probably blocking the camera. But anyway, obviously I hope a lot of people know not to pet dogs when they're in harness. But I think this goes beyond seeing eye dogs, that it's always nice to ask people before you can pet their dogs, if you can pet their dogs, just because you never know. Like sometimes I'll be doing obedience training with Dixie, and someone will ask her if I can pet her, and technically she's not working, or technically she's not on harness, but I'm still training her in a way. So it's always good to ask. Number 2 is definitely going to be grabbing a seeing eye dog's harness or handle when it's being worked, or ever. I once, this happened maybe a few months ago. I flew back in, or landed in Colorado Springs, and I was having an employee give me a tour. I was having an employee guide me to the carousel where I could pick up my bag. Well, there was a big crowd coming, and he more or less freaked out and thought that Dixie was gonna run me into the crowd, and so he grabbed her harness and started dragging her out of the way. And so I, of course, flipped the lid and chewed him out, and that's how serious something like that is. That could literally put me in danger. I mean, technically, if I were near an escalator or something along those lines, something bad could have happened. So yeah, definitely do not grab a guide dog's harness. And number 1, and this could honestly cover 2 and 3, but my number 1 rule for seeing eye dogs is do not acknowledge them. And I know a lot of people hear that, oh, you shouldn't pet working dogs or service dogs, or make sure that you don't touch their harness, or make sure that you don't call out their name. But for me, at least for Dixie, I don't know how other guide dogs are, I always tell people just not acknowledge her. Whenever she's working, don't even look at her, because obviously people know not to pet dogs. But when someone says Dixie's name, that I guess is a sub tip you guys should know. But when my dog is working, don't go Dixie, Dixie, because then she gets distracted and could end up running me into things. But even something as just making eye contact with her could distract her, because dogs are still dogs. Their brain is the size of a walnut. So but those are my 3 tips that honestly, if you follow number 1 at least half as strictly as I do, you'll be fine, and you won't have to worry about interacting with seeing eye dogs, because mostly you're not supposed to unless they're not working. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This will be a first video of a 3-part series about guide dogs. I was making it 2 parts, but then I was like, I should probably go over the basics first before I start jumping into how I use Dixie. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video, and share these with your friends. Appreciate it.